Have you ever looked at a stock chart and just felt lost? Like you're staring at some kind of weird foreign language with all those little green and red bars? What are they even trying to say? Well, what if I told you that in the next few minutes, you're going to learn how to read the story that every single one of those candles is telling? Let's dive in. I mean, really think about that. A trader in New York looking at a tech stock, a fund manager in Tokyo analyzing currencies, they are both looking at the exact same visual language. And that's not by accident. It's because this format, these candlesticks, they pack an incredible amount of information into one simple universal shape. So what's the secret here? It might look complicated, but each and every one of these shapes tells a detailed story about what people were thinking and feeling in the market. It's all about psychology. And I promise, by the time we're done here, you are going to be fluent.
To really get a handle on this language, we've got to go back in time. Way back. See, this isn't some newfangled tech trend somebody just cooked up. Nope. We're talking about a tool that's been battle-tested for centuries, long before a single computer screen flickered to life. It all started over 300 years ago in Japan, with rice merchants of all people. They needed a way to see not just the price, but the emotion, the fear and greed driving their market. For centuries, this was kind of their secret weapon. It wasn't until the 1990s that a guy named Steve Neeson brought it to the Western world. And today, it's the global standard. You know, a tool with that kind of history, it's probably worth understanding. All right, so if we're going to learn this language, we have to start with the alphabet, right? The basic building blocks. So let's just take one single candlestick and break it down. It's way simpler than it looks, and trust me, once you see it, you will never be able to unsee it. Okay, first up, the heart of every candle is this thick part. It's called the real body. It tells you just two super important things: where the price opened for a set period, like one day, and where it closed. That's it. It's the start line and the finish line of the race. And the color? Well, that's your instant cheat sheet. If the candle is green, it means the price went up. A good day for the bulls. So the price opened at the bottom of the body and closed higher at the top. If it's red, that means the price went down, a bearish day. It opened at the top of the body and closed lower at the bottom. Bam! One glance and you know if it was an up or down day. But, price almost never moves in a perfectly straight line. See this thin little line sticking out the top? That's the upper wick, or shadow. It shows you the absolute highest point the price touched during the day, even if it couldn't quite stay up there. It's like a high water mark. And, you guessed it, the exact same thing is true for the bottom. That lower wick shows you the lowest, rock bottom price the asset hit during the session. And just like that, you've got a complete candle. 4 key data points: the open, the close, the high, and the low, all packed into one super elegant shape. Okay, so we've taken the candle apart. Now let's put it back together and get to the really good stuff, the story. The most powerful way to understand what any candle's shape is telling you is to see it as a battle, a tug of war. This right here is the absolute key. Every single candle is a visual record of a fight. You've got the buyers, who are pulling with all their might to get the price to go up, and you've got the sellers, who are trying to yank it back down. The final shape of that candle tells you who won, how hard they fought, and where the crucial turning points in the battle were. So just look at the shape. A long green body, that's a knockout punch by the buyers. They were in control, no question. A long red body, total domination by the sellers. Now what about these short little bodies? Well, that means it was a close fight, a lot of indecision with no clear winner. And the wicks? The wicks tell the most dramatic part of the story. A long upper wick means buyers tried to push the price way up, but sellers swarmed in and beat them back down. A long lower wick? That shows sellers tried to sink the price, but buyers drew a line in the sand and defended that level. It's all right there. All right, enough with the theory. It's great, but let's make this totally real. We're going to walk through the price action of a single day, step by step, and watch how it builds the candle that tells its unique story. Okay, so picture this. A stock opens the day trading at exactly $100. Buyers are feeling really good, so they start jumping in, pushing the price all the way up to a peak of $110. But up there, at that high point, sellers start thinking, maybe it's too high, and they start selling, pushing the price back down. By the time the closing bell rings, the stock settles at $108. So what does that little drama look like as a candlestick? It looks exactly like this. It's green, right? Because the price closed at 108, which is higher than the 100 it opened at. The real body shows that $8 gain. And that little adventure up to $110 that didn't stick. That's what creates our upper wick.
And you see, this one shape tells the whole nuanced story. It wasn't just, hey, the stock went up. The story is, buyers were clearly in control for most of the day, but sellers did show up to put up a bit of a fight right at the top. All of that psychology is captured in one little image.
So there you have it. You've just learned the basic grammar of the market's hidden language. Let's do a quick recap of what this new decoding skill actually lets you see when you look at a chart now.
So remember this. Every single candle is a battle. The shape is the story of that fight. Long bodies, that's strong conviction. One side is clearly winning. Short bodies, that's indecision, a sign that things might be about to change. And the wicks? Never forget the wicks. They show you exactly where the price was tested and then flat out rejected. They're like little clues about the future. So now you can look at any single day in a chart and understand the story behind it. That's a seriously powerful new skill. But here's the really exciting part. That's just chapter 1. The real magic happens when you start reading these daily stories together, because that's when you start to see the epic poems of the market unfold. So go on, pull up a chart, start reading, see what stories you can find.